Na parable I'm saying it. So when that time reach, you will be so peaceful because everything is clean. You don't even, in short, yourself, you will say, oh my goodness. So in short, even I don't know how to arrange, let me just sleep it here because it's good enough for me. That is what we are saying. Please, my people, Biafra is matter of understanding. And the rule, templates, follow it. Understand it. Understand what you're doing because it's not come chop. Now come chop when you finish, when you know that yes, you can chop, nobody harass you. By that time, believe me, all this word we are saying, you will be more, in short, that is why Britain and the whole world, they don't want you to know because as just our sister said, they buy your brain, they change your system, they makes you to reason like them. And when you try to wake up, they are panicking. They are desperate. Because as we step, they said, my people, my grandmother, my forefather, they said, step by step, you reach where you're going. But if you rush, run, before you reach half of the way, you don't get heart attack. You go stop because you want to run faster your leg. Without you not understand, you want to grab it by force, by power. Our own grab it by force, by power, because it's our right. You don't have to sleep. You fight it with physically and spiritually with wisdom. When you have the wisdom from the nature, believe me, you understand because very soon when most of the people will be mad, when some of the people will be crazy, you will understand it. You will not be too much to beg them because you already said the wisdom to them. They don't want to listen. He will not be so much problem with you. You will carry it with so light. So, he will be like nothing with happiness. But the important thing we must understand. That is why we are learning. Thank you to our Biafran region that we are ready to learn. We are ready to understand. Me, Mary, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to understand. I'm ready to follow the rule and template of my land, my Biafra nation. Because even me, myself, my own believing, even the Yeshua, the God Almighty, the Spirit, the nature have template to follow. You can't leave the template and go and follow the wrong side. If you fight for light, you stand for light. If you fight for darkness, you stand for darkness. And prepare, because those two things get consequences to play with, to blame, to deceive it. You can't run away for it. So you will fight for light to make sure, say, darkness, it will not forfeit you. You know you have consequences to pay. Without you not obey, it's nothing. Without you not listen, it's nothing for you. Without you not follow the template, it's nothing for you. That is the truth. So when you obey and follow the template and follow the commandment, if you can say that, if you can follow all this, because it's there, as my sister said, in the Bible, God Almighty, the Spirit, follow template. It's not follow your word. When the time click, pim, you can't revise it back. When the clock, boom, you can't revise it back. No man. So please, we should follow it and do it with the truth. Thank you very much for the opportunity. University, Sister Enoho, Sister Helen, Professor, everyone, Kiruka, my lovely sister, everyone. Thank you very much, lover of freedom. May God Almighty, the Spirit, bless our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, wherever it is. We know we will see him very soon. And our APM, Itiade Kondo, we know what he did. He must surely finish it because he's the finisher. He said it. He's here to come and finish it. And our PM, we pray for the nature to shower his wisdom and grace so that we will finish it in once. Thank you very much, my people. May God Almighty bless all of us. See you then. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mary Tekam. Yeah. Know your basic right and know the what I'm very, very much interested in is the language. Maybe Mary Tekam, maybe you can teach us your language. Teach us how to speak Calabar. Imagine if the entire South can actually understand each other when they speak. You know, you understand it. Just we can learn ourselves. Just the way we learned English. English was not our language. We still speak our languages, right? We can actually learn from each other. Now that we have everybody complete, I think the creation of the establishment of the 40 states of Biafra is it's a very good idea. Actually, the states can communicate. Can this education can actually go, towards the states. Each state can have a lecturer, a teacher, who will teach us. I know it's very, very simple to learn the general Igbo language. I think there are scholars who can actually teach. I can actually teach a Ika language, I believe. I don't know, but I believe I can teach a Ika language. Yeah, because Ika language is very simple and sweet and nice, you know, and it has basic alphabet, and each sound you make from every word is derived mostly from the sounds of the pronunciation, the sounds of the alphabets. That way it makes it very easy to learn Ika, and it's not very different from, it's the same Igbo, but in a little bit twisted with a dialect, you know. So,
Brother University,
hmm,
I'm so happy to you to say this because that is why we have this school and the community of learning, because this is
hmm,
what Biafra is. That is why the Britain and the empire of Jihad, they cannot separate us. That is why they change all the language. It's only in Biafra land. They cannot. That is their desperate life. Even some of them, they think that is the one they know. They surprised. You understand? Because the honor of the land, they know themselves. The people of empire of Jihad, that is why they are trying now to force Biafran to be one world power of Jihad worshipping. That is
hmm.
that is where they can hold you. Because if they can fulfill that, your language now is quenched. And it will be very, very big, brutal blood. To be honest to you, he will be so dead. I'm not making anybody. Sorry to me to say this. Because Britain know. That is why they are coming with this corny. People who no one wake up in time. It's so painful, Sha. But we have to say it. Because it's only our language. It's only our language. It's killing the whole world because they cannot control you. French control the race world. All of them speak one language. The English, they give it to you. Then they know you cannot speak it. Not in the village, it's only in the city. They know everything. So if you want to force those people, this politician, they know about it, my people. But the only thing they don't know, to me and you to understand, breaking them, they, in short, should not say they don't know. When once they try it, it will be so bloodshed. This one you guys are seeing is small. So the best way, I'm so happy to our government. He bring this organization, this very, very educated life humanity to bring to we to understand how we to rule ourselves, how we to understand ourselves. It's matter of learning. My own language It's not, we should not say our language is difficult. No. All our language is matter of letter. All language is letter. When you understand that letter, it will be speaking it out. When you understand that letter, you will understand what it means. Forget about how you speaking out. It's matter of understanding what you're speaking. Tongue is not the same. That is why all of us get different, translate of tongue. Even when you're speaking English, like in Netherlands here, there is people now like me, like others in indigenous, they have their language. They don't speak English. Not that they don't know. If you read, you don't understand, okay, you go to where you can translate yourself to understand what you speak. Not that they don't know. Especially in our side. That is why they make us feel like we are illiterate. Like we don't know ourselves. Because they think we having different kind of language. We will not understand if we, like, in form of reading, like explaining ourselves, because they cannot tie us in one power, like one language, English, where they are coming in the killing us. So it's very, very important with that language, so that all of us will not be shamed by speaking your mother tongue and your father tongue, by speaking what God Almighty, the language of heaven, where you will communicate with God. Where what your fathers, your forefathers, the water where you born come, they use that word, the same that language, talk to you from the beginning, then you hear them. The same thing in everywhere. Why are we shamed for our language? Why? Not that they cannot speak, but this is the time to make our people know what they cannot change, they can never change it. And we have to be serious about it. And very, very important, my people. Very, very important. Some people are ashamed out of their God-given language, to be honest to you. They prefer to deny themselves to speak what they don't know. They force them to speak it. But they are on where they come from. They deny it. Do you know you are denying your God? You are denying your spirit. You're denying your forefathers. When you know, even if you cannot speak, accept it. Say, yes, I accept it. If you speak, people love you. Concern them. Because in Netherlands, Putin, if he stand in the give press conference, he will not speak English. He speak Russia. He speak there. People will translate for the world. Why we, Biafran? That is why they put us into this intellectual suffering. So now, thank God to our government. Because we will not be shamed again. Person like me, you're not shamed because I cannot shame for nature. Let me migrate myself, man. If I do that, means that I'm denying myself. No, I will not do. Nobody force me to not. No. You can't force me to eat what I don't want to eat. No. So that is why we want to say this is matter of understanding what we are doing. We are here to learn. And we must learn. Because IKOM for. IKOM mana, IRON for. Your language is on my man for. Your fatherland, where you born from, come out. And you mana, it's on my man for. It's on my man for. Where you born, where your father and your mother, the land where your forefathers come from. In my language, we call it Isongwe Mana. Can you go another place and say that is your Isongwe Mana? Where you born, where your father and your forefathers come from. Can you go there and say, then no matter you change for everything you want to change for, it's not consigned made. But can you tell the government of that place, forget when you get passport, forget when you say you be indigenous there. It's just only for name, for the pressure. But can you tell them when you did not born there, forget even you born there self. Can you tell them where you are not the full born or the mama or the papa come from there? Even your mama, your papa come from there, you're two sides. The one where the mama, the papa come from, the blood come from there. Now there be some manner. And for my place, if you be your mama come from that side, this one come from this side, you be a yegen. And a yegen is very, very strong. No matter where you come from, you can never touch them. Utoko. If you try and God of the land strike you down, he cannot even poison, they cannot even hate themselves. They have authority more than even the mama and the papa. So all those sweet things, somebody come now and tell you, say, as our leader said, deny him. Say, where you born for toilet, they say, Nadia, you forget where you do this. Where you born for this, they say, Nadia, because of they make you forget who you are. You go there, they force you to eat their food. But if them come there, they will tell you, say, your food na shit. Sorry, I have to say it. I'm not married you, but it's not that. But I'm telling you the truth. They cannot. Some of them, they will reject it. They will be like, say, you they eat shit. But their own, na be better pass. And we accept it before where we don't know. We find it as very, very good. You know, we find it, oh, yeah, that is the way it's supposed to be. But we don't know. We are doing ourselves a very, very big mistake. So when you wake up, when you understand this Biafra, you will love it so much. Even your forefathers say, as they said, when you come, you will finish it and you will declare it and you will restore it. Usman Danfodio and Godlugard, Illegasi and Empire of Jihad and Britain, they will be vanished to ever, forever and ever. And so shall he be. He said, fight, oh, we must fight. Thank you very much, my people. Thank you, University, for you to giving me this chance. They say, someone in Teka.
Mazake, can you hold the mic a bit, please?
Yeah, thank you so much, our lovely sister, Mary Camp, for that submission. You really beat it down, and that was very, I learned a lot from what you just said. So thank you for your submission. We just have a few speakers here. So Sister Mary said a lot of things about learning our languages. She had to bring examples like whenever the president of Russia wants to address the world, he always come out, to speak in his own language without having anyone to criticize him, without having anyone to, bash him and make his language an inferior one. In fact, they go as far as doing the right thing, and that right thing to do is translating into other languages for easy understanding. So this we should adopt, you understand? So we really need to adopt this. We need to appreciate, because there's nothing better than having your own original, your originality. Your originality is something that can never change. It's something that was passed down from generation to your generations. You understand? And now, if we don't hold on to our language, what people have been saying up and down, what the British, what people has been saying would just be our doom. And what they were saying is uh, our language is going to go extinction in a couple years from now. So what Sister Mary said was really, really something that we should take home, we should put in our heads, and we should embrace. And this is what we are going to, put together in this learning that we had this Ministry of Education set up for Biafran people. So if you engage in it, um, there's a lot of things that you're going to gain rather than lose. You understand? So with time, where there are other things that are going to be unveiled. We can't just say everything right now, because we are just going to go bit by bit in bringing what we have packed for everyone, for Biafrans. You understand? So I encourage everyone to just stick around and listen. There's a lot to be learned. There's a lot to be learned. I see Professor raising up her hand. Professor, can you unmute yourself and give us what you have to say? Thank you. You have the floor.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Master K. I just wanted to buttress on what Sister Mary was saying. You know, the issue with the language thing is something that I know eventually we'll probably have to sit down and, you know, structure out something because it's not impossible. You need to, first of all, ask yourself before we started speaking English, which was probably like a few hundred years ago, we communicated as a people, right? We had our ways. And the proof of that is the pidgin English or the pidgin that you hear speak across the coastal countries, not just the coastal regions or not just Biafra land, the coastal countries from Sierra Leone to Ghana and all these countries. They all speak the pidgin English, but when you hear it in different countries, you find them putting in their local words to, you know, ascertain. So it must have been that there was somehow we were able to communicate. And through that communication, we'll probably create something that can go round, you know, the whole regions as it were then. And yes, this whole idea of if you don't speak English, you are not educated, it's a colonial master implant. When a country or when a people are colonized, gradually their lifestyle changes to what their colonials want them to be. And in our case, when colonization came in, I don't even know why that word is not among the seven deadly sins, because that act on its own should be evil. For you to go to a place and try to change the people to be who you are when the creator himself created everything in diversity. So for me, that word should be added as a sin, or that act should be added as a sin. Because when you go to a place, you begin to change their language, you begin to force them. I know in those days when we were in school, they made your language vernacular. That was the word that was used to describe your language. So when you're in class, you have people taking notes or taking names for people speaking vernacular. So you speak your dialect, you become an offender of the law. So it's not even, it takes out your rights as a human being, you know. Until today they still do it. You go to school, you apply for to be an engineer. Please, why would I need English to be an engineer when I can get what I need to get in my dialect to understand? Have you ever considered how the work boy in his oga's shop that is an apprentice learns how to couple, dismantle a Benz without him going to school? It means that there are other ways you can actually communicate without using that language that is so bad as it were that you must use. But the thing here is because colonization happened, a whole lot of things had to change. So the people who colonized us tried to change us into what they feel is good for us, not even what they are like, because they speak what they speak. They just want you to be a way that they want you to be. That is exacting their power of colonization. So yeah, this language thing has to, because it has been a problem. Even for us speaking the English, that some people do not understand the word, the meaning of the word COS, literally, you understand. And because the word was misinterpreted, it gives an idea in the person's mind. But if if yes, now it's that's what I'm saying, it's education. Or if that word was probably, the title was probably given in your dialect, perhaps maybe we will not have this issue, because you in your dialect, would understand that this is what this is. I don't know if you understand my point. Like for instance now, let me use a funny word. In Urobo, when you want to say television, in Urobo, the literal word is ekbeti, uhe. Now, the reason why they use ekbeti, uhe, is simple. If I translate that into English and tell you television, you will see that there are two different meanings.
It's the same
Now,
thing in Eka.
ekbeti
It's the same
is
thing. Ekpetiwe.
You don't mean it?
Yes,
Thank
it's the
you.
same thing,
So now,
Wow.
Nika. Yes, it's the
yes, it's
same
the same,
pronunciation.
Nika. Yes, it's Ekpeti.
Can you imagine?
So now, Ekpeti means a box that makes sound. Ekpeti can also be used as, this small stool that you use in the kitchen. In those days, if you go to your grandmother's kitchen, there's this tiny stool that they will sit by in the fire. You can also use that word, Ekpeti, for it. So now, the Yoruba man will say TV and say Ekpeti Uge because what comes to his mind is a box that makes sound. Now, if you've never heard my language before and you don't know what that is, and we're asked to translate it, you will say box and sound. Does that give you an idea of a television? It doesn't. You get. So this is what language has done or to people. And that's the reason why even in the English language, they still use words to even confuse you into not understanding that a chief of staff is not. I don't
My
let me not go
sister,
for that. But
let me
I don't
laugh
know.
a little bit. I said that is the reason why monkey can just grab banana and run away with it.
Thank you. That is the thing. You get. So that is the thing. It is all in the in the learning, understanding. That's why I said there is nobody is too much. I think nobody is too old to learn, because every day, first of all, you are not speaking your language, so there are new words. Now, lately, they've been bringing out new vocabularies to replace the old. For a long time, they've been using the words like rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, rendition. If you go and look at the meaning of the word rendition, it doesn't correlate with kidnap. I don't know if you understand. The act and what they're saying doesn't correlate. So when you hear such word, you will now obviously, automatically, it changes your mind on what the meaning of that word is. So all these things are things that we need to understand. When they tell you, oh, government in exile and government in de facto homeland, what is the difference? It's basically a mirror, mirroring to the same thing. One is in the diaspora and the other one is in the homeland. It's a mirror. So you understand. So all these things are things that we need to go back to learn and understand so that tomorrow a ward head or a county leader will not wake up one morning and tell you because he's very close or because the governor made him his PA and he's a county head. So because of that, automatically he has the right of the what's it called, vice governor if the governor is not around. All these things are things we need to understand. We need to be able to separate, emotional thinking from what the law or the basic rules are. All these things are things that we need to understand. Even in the articles written in the charter, you need to even understand them word for word. I remember when I started reading that charter, I had to carry a dictionary, not because I didn't understand the words, but for you to actually understand it properly. Because, first of all, it is written in a language that is contrary to what you would naturally understand. If probably that charter or whatever was written in, which I would advise, maybe I'll put it up to the government and see maybe we can get it even done in various languages. If it was written in that language, it probably might be easy for me to grasp or for anybody else to grab because it's in the language. So that, as it is something that is key. And another thing is this, one thing we should understand here. Even the language, because we've been taught so long to study or write in other language, even our dialect itself, we even individually need to go back and understand because our dialect is written in a language. Just because sometimes I speak my dialect might not necessarily mean I can read it because change has happened. In those days, our dialect was written in our own language, in our various um, writing system. But coming to colonization, all that writing system went behind, probably lost some of them, and the only thing left is what was written by the colonizers to use as your dialect. So it means that even that as itself, you have to go to school and understand and we know how to write your dialect to be able to even read your own language in this case. You understand? So these things are things that we should, put into consideration. Language is very key. And I'm saying it now. Hope they are listening. I know they are listening. If possible, we get those charters in different languages. It will make perfect sense. Some people might understand it better. You understand? Because we need to, this English is causing problem for us, a lot of us. The English itself. It is English that cost us 6 months of back and forth of distractions of NGOZI, in the sense that if some people understand the word, maybe we will not be. And I've seen some people who came to this or fall back into the normal structure when they understood that, oh, this is what it is. And when you have understanding, then you find where the understanding is coming from. And most of these understandings that we have today, which the government is running on, came from the charter, which was agreed upon, voted by the delegates, represented by each individual constituency in Biafra. You understand? So all these things are things that we need to, get in place. Language, if we don't take time, it will really go extinct, as in seriously, very soon. People will not want to speak it anymore because it doesn't look cool and it is regarded as vernacular. Why should somebody foreign else's language should be my language and my language should be, that should be vernacular. That should be called vernacular. It should, not my language. But for years, they taught us that. So you now feel ashamed to speak a language. You see a woman trying to express herself, because she cannot speak a language, she's deemed not to be educated. But she has the knowledge of what you need. And that has even caused us problem. A whole lot of people have actually lost chances because they look down on what would have actually been their savior, because it didn't look, touch English enough. So all these things we should put in consideration. Please. That was all I just wanted to add it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor. Right there, right there. You hit the spot right there. The fight is not gonna be easy because it is the rescue of a stolen ground. The rescue of a stolen ground. Y- You see, I have seen people, our citizens, get intimidated. They're rendered valueless. Why? Because they cannot speak the foreign language, English. They mock them, humiliate them like they are nothing, only because of language. So why would you even be in a person's land and you are interviewing that person or you are asking that person, relating to that person in a different language? Had it been that now we realize ourselves, because when people say a thing they do differently, it you cannot say you want unity and you are not doing the basic thing for unity. It means that you don't understand the degree of what has fallen apart. That's why the Ministry of Education is bringing this angle. You understand? It is important that we are even able to understand ourselves. We are even able to bring up what can you actually do. You want Biafra, you represent freedom, you want freedom, right? You must do something. Our language is very, very important. And it's very important that inside Biafra, they understand each other, because when house reach house, they go get inner house. So for the unity to be effective, whoever that is out there that wants love and unity of our people must understand that we must work this network where we are able to understand each other. There are basic alphabets that our people can be educated. There are basic terms that our people can learn from. We can learn from each other. There is a lot of big reasons why we came together, and we must make it worth it. So that's it right there, Professor. Professor Engineer Dr. Mazake, please have the mic first.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know give us a lot of a lot of explanations with examples. She's such a very sweet professor. Thank you so much, Mass University, for what you added also. You know, this ministry that we had set up is one of is as important as um almost every other thing that we need to set up, literally. So, not looking at the ages, not looking at some basic things, I'm just going to say a little bit about the importance of setting up this Ministry of Education for we, the citizens, the patriotic citizens of Biafra. One of them is it ensures access to education for everyone. We saw the way a link was sent to every single person. It doesn't matter whether you are 90 years old, whether you are 80, whether you're 70, whether you are 12, as long as you can access this link, you're supposed to, enroll for it and go through the process and make sure you come for classes, don't miss classes. It is literally free for everyone, you understand, and it's going to be very, very impactful. Just the way this knowledge was shared now by our professor by saying if there were words that were taught in our languages, um, it would have been better for us to understand than understanding in other people's languages. She gave an example of the COS and the television. That was a very, very sweet example that she really explained it like she was explaining to a 5-year-old. So um, this particular this particular aspect is one that is very important, and one also uh, learning under the Ministry of Education is going to promote a lot of things like social mobility along the line. If we have enough funds, if we have enough money, we would be able to even give people scholarships to learn, or if possible outside our geographical area. I mean, people that are interested in the scope of science, people that are in the scope of learning how about cyber security. There are a lot of things that we could use to um, uh, uh, help our country, help our nation. You understand? We are literally starting from the scratch. So along the line, all these benefits are going to be added, but we would really need everyone to put our hands together to make this happen, make this work. And yeah, teaching of history, teaching of a lot of things is going to promote our national identity, make it very, very strong. You know that literally what the British did to us was one of the greatest setback they had for all to do to us was taking our cultural identity away from us. So this particular cultural and national identity, we are trying to build it back, and this is going to benefit not just us alone. Generation. Am I still being heard, please?
You are kind of breaking, but you are being heard. Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Am I still breaking?
Yeah. Yeah. Continue.
Okay, yeah. So, like I was saying, I said it's going to help us, get back our cultural identity, our national identity. Um, this particular aspect is going to help us in making research. It's going to help our people in, uh, we Biafrans are known for having to be entrepreneurs at along the line while they're growing up. At a certain stage, you'll be able to work for yourself. I mean, working under somebody. We've literally almost lost um this aspect of us that that we used to feed the world. We taught the world uh, uh, how to teach our growing generation. I mean, when they say they call it boy or something like that, all this imbambo, working under someone at the end of the day, you're going to, get graduated, go get freedom, and be able to establish yourself on your own. This aspect of us is literally weakening day by day, year by year. So with this setting up of the civic, Ministry of Education. I believe with these special programs that we are having, we will be able to strengthen this entrepreneurship side, where we would, get to learn different kind of trades, different kind of, um, different kind of programs. Literally, people that have gone outside the world, gone to different countries to learn one or two. If the need arises, you would probably get some students you teach, and with time, everyone is just going to be an entrepreneur for himself. Money is going to circulate more. Uh, the learning process is going to be just nothing but an advantage. You understand? So, aside from that, there's um, there's a new wave of that is in the world right now, and that's called AI, and that is in the aspect of science and technology. All these things are what is going to be implemented. This is all of these are what will be taught, not just learning our language. Learning our language is one of the aspects, but all these things are going to be um, uh, just they'll come like a pack. You understand? So each and every pack that gets unleashed, we're going to get benefits from it. So um, that is just some of the some of the things that will be taught: protection of children's right and well-being, how we can preserve our lives. Uh, we are going to be teaching ourselves equality of gender. All these things will be um, we are doing it online, so the learning environment is really really conducive. You understand? There won't be too many challenges except for people in homeland, but I would really really want people in homeland to engage. And one also, like I said, one of the wave that has been going is under science and technology. Our people would it would let our people to learn what they call coding, AI languages, digital skills, and all these things are going to be included in um, this Ministry of Education. I just want to break a little bit of it down because we have different people that are in different fields. You understand? So it's going to really promote a lot of things. It's going to promote things, especially socially, socially, culturally, technologically. It's going to just be a plus to us. So um, everything is just going to be in a process, bit by bit, and by the grace of God, we are going to align with the new modern world. You understand? So we're also going to preach to our people about extremism. Extremism won't be allowed in our country. All these fights and misinformation about, uh, for example, we gave an example of Abu Seriki, what went on with her, and people that were fueling misinformation all these things will be controlled. Will be taught how to, manage information, make sure what is being decimated uh, in the public is nothing but the truth, nothing but something that would impact others. You understand? Um, Fighting would be reduced, extremism would be reduced. A lot of benefits, literally, a lot of advantages are going to come with this setup. So yeah, I just wanted to add this. I see a lot of hands up already. People have joined the mic. Tutos, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good
I just
afternoon. You're
I should
welcome.
thank you, my brother. I should take part in this discussion before I step out. Yeah, I just want to say good afternoon to everyone. I love you all. Our lecturer, university, thank you so much for hosting us today. Our professor, engineer, Mazike, if I don't pronounce your name correctly, please pardon me. Hey, our warrior sister Helen, I love you so much. Whenever you are here, the foundation normally shake. Toti Villa, Brian Williams, Mary Taker, my sister, Ajeli Mpobadi, Malcolm Naso Quarrico, Malcolm Na Quarrico, Kuseme Angels. Bengete Mkokikang, Abadi Mary.
Ilioko ineka. Ilioko mkoba dienko.
Idi ọkọ na nwana nwana mi ko no furo wo city ita state iro ngi mo kere wo ya ga wo ngi di edi sinu bo na ni bo kwa me kwa bo mgendi tanga ye bo Biafran ibe ni young we cannot be behind, we have to take part in this. So ya
Akumbe.
isinu bo admin itaya na mma ọba ke mkpọ itaya na mma o mma mmadụ o.
Iya,
So
iya.
Yeah.
Yoruba.
ujo really.
Iya.
So thank you thank
Afọ
you.
ineka. Afọ. Afọ.
Our lawyer, Sister Kira, why you at the listening side? Ben, oh my, everybody, I love all of us equally. We are doing great, and much appreciation goes to our BRGIE, the uncommon government. You know, when my brother, let me say, he's still my brother, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, when he was the governor of then Akwa Ibom State, he was the one that brought up this vocabulary that he is uncommon governor. And I've come also to realize that we have uncommon government in BRGIE. That uncommon government is BRGIE. There is no good second near BRGIE in their planning and in executing their plans. So I'm really, really happy for this program that is about to start, because a lot of us, remember, last week I said something before all this saga went intense in that woman's program when our lawyer, our beautiful lawyer, Sister Kiru, went and attended a program there, and there were a lot of questions that people were asking, and the excitement and the anxiety was just too much. They were, hungry to hear more and more. I think time was not on our side. So it's a very, very good coordinated program, and I just want to maybe like give a suggestion or something, because don't mind me, I'm a teacher. And if it is possible, before we start the program, if we can lay out the learning objectives, like what our professor was trying to break it down, if we can just break it down and then publish it so that everyone can have in their mind and know exactly what you are expected to know at the end of the lesson and why you are supposed to know all these objectives. Because everybody is not in this space. A lot of people will now listen to it after. We also have visual learners and we also have audio learners. Some of them may want to learn through the conversation we are having, but if it is also written out in detail, bit by bit, section by section, when are we starting, how long it will take and all that, I think it will go a long way so that we can share it to other of our Biafrans that wants to be partaker in this program. And I just want to ask, when exactly is this starting? Is this going to start during the summer? Will it be conducive for everyone? We have lots of time difference. Will it be possible in a time that everyone will be able to join? Will there be a recording session that if people are not able to join live learning, that someone can just play it and learn? So yeah, so these are just my concern. if it can be answered, maybe not now or maybe later. And I also want to use this opportunity to call Itayana and Idunibum, who came in Sibake Fak, Old Akwa Ibom State and Cross River. Opportunity iri kpe mkpọ mmeda nta nwunye ike kpe na use Biafra coin. So that I say can again esi okwu esi nke mkpọm. Ya old spirit mbi okwa imo na efe ikpọ nye se de mai na mgbe bo eto mkpọ syndrome. Awu ibe aba ke eto mkpọ syndrome. Ira me de kamba mkpọ syndrome. Ya afro we wo nge di kpere menye wo doko ya wo di kene kpe bida kpe pebi. Old Akwa Ibom people can tamba Itayana Idu Ibom Ogoja Imiwari ya wo la by them ya fro we wo edi kenes no ba ekpe ida da kakemi ide men na mkpo fo be men si do okay them awu isi owo ntekiri do okay them ke Biafra isanga na afro we na edo mo ida kida ida kake ekpe ida ekpepe eja ida ida afro we ida arake ide si ida by them ke gidi mi mam gbo ide mi bo sorry my people what I'm my people.
Aneka, mbok aya
Hey,
kuta ke mbo na fo kene John this school mbok mene kenda ba se yon po bok ye dilo ke anything. Ana fo mege ndi ko. Akene John now.
nya feel for feel from but internet. Nya nam phone for nya nam iya.
Mbok ya
Nya
ni ya imeni ka. Anam yang ko ni yon ke ni imeni imi dem mo. Ya inam ni yung di yon so that ndi mo we ko bu ke ru ke ki ten te ke da ya ke da ye boko.
nene nya feel phone.
Te so ngo yine ka ba tene kurion. Chai.
Hold on fe.
Ami ye piye ke ni tangi ko. Ogo mko men.
Mfani ba. Iyo ni number phone.
Mbok nja mbobe rung ibo mo mbobe bong.
Follow ke Twitter, follow ke page. Abi mo follow face so follow back nya share.
Okay, ineka. Nja okay no mbok.
Mme ba ki Diana group. Nsemte mmadụ program nsemte dia.
Okay, ineka ba sene kurion.
Hold on.
Ana ni keni na muke. Ebi ebo
Nen.
mi iko wi ba yita. Ha kana fo aka enyan. So ni wong ni. Ni ko pa ni go now. Ime wong ni ko mo ba se mi ya ile me. Awo mi de pa ya aya mi amo kire. Because nye mi don ko go npo mbio une me Biafra. Pero ke okay. Ana mo je kera ko Biafra okay. Aba tene ku di ongo ine ka mbo. Yo.
Hold on. Sister Eileen, don't be jealous. Sister Eileen, don't be jealous. Rachel Fury is not here. So I was trying to, encourage my people because we like being behind. So I was trying to encourage them to come out now that the journey is beginning and also partake in this education forum that we'll be having to educate Biafrans because knowledge is power. Not tomorrow now, when we leave them behind, they'll start to complain that we left them behind. Everybody should come out now, contribute your wisdom, your knowledge, everything you know about Biafra because it's going to be a comprehensive learning. We don't want anybody to be left behind. We don't want anybody to begin to listen to third-party information. We have to get information from the right source. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. I will yield my mic here. And today is Sunday. Sister Helen, I will use my mic with 5,000 AJ. When I come back, I'll transfer it to you. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you very much, my beautiful sister. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Titos.
Guys, no, I just want to ask, have you guys heard from Ranger Fury? He's unlike him. Was he
Radiant
on
Fury has
space
actually
yesterday?
been complaining. He said he is always on space, but to request for the mic is always difficult for him. So I don't know. Probably he's going to fix it. I was chatting with him, I think 2 days back and also yesterday, but I don't know if he has figured it out. He just has problems requesting for the mic. He's always telling me to pass him the mic. Probably he doesn't know how to. He probably got to anonymous and he doesn't know how to take himself away from there. Maybe he didn't know that it just takes a button. But I told him I gave him some processes, but I don't know if he has gone through it. You understand? So maybe you have to reach out to him personally.
Yeah, because
And see
we
if it
must
will
look
be.
out for each other, Some people at this point, they are getting weak, so we must reach out to them. Anybody that you know has been coming here before, and all of a sudden you are not seeing the person, please go after that person. Your encouragement, your words will surely bring them up, which I'm doing at the back of the something. Most of them, I used to go to them, I encourage them, and I'm happy that I'm seeing some of them coming back. So we should do same. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You
Thank
have
you.
the
So
mic. Yeah,
there was a
thank you.
question that was thrown by tutors, and I don't know. Professor came up here. I don't know if you have the answers to it. Professor, tutors asked the time frame of when this learning process is going to start. Is it going to come up by summer? Is it going to come up? You know, we just need some little information. I believe you would be in the best position to, feed us with this. You can unmute yourself. No, are you there?
Truth about it. Can you hear me? I was
Yeah,
kicked
yeah,
out
yeah. We can
before.
hear you. Go on.
Okay, so the truth about it is, when every information, the time the syllabus has been compiled, I'm sure the ministry itself will send out the time. For now, we are basically just doing the awareness for people to register, because for the class to start, people have to register. So we're encouraging everybody, go and register. So the more people that register, that will now prompt the time when it will start. So of course, we'll go backstage and with the ministry and then discuss on all that. Of course, our dean is here, so she should be able to tell us. But notwithstanding, the most important thing right now is people need to get registered. People need to be aware. There is a channel. I posted it. I can't put things on the Trumbo. I see the lend that one. I posted it anyway
It's
here
there
on
on
this.
our it's here. I posted it here now.
Good. So yeah. So just join the channel, because all these channels will be where you can get informations that we can discuss on X. Those channels that are there, you can ask questions and people would respond to you as, to the best of the knowledge of the government. So for now, the time frame, I don't know, because the government will bring that out to us, but go and register. The more students we have, the faster the classes will start. Thank you.
Thank you, our lovely professor, for that information. I hope everyone is satisfied with that. So we'll move on with the hands up. Brian Williams came before Toti, so you can unmute yourself and give us what you have. You have the floor. Brian Williams, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Please, can you just guys give a tutor mic? I have this kid disturbing over here.
All right,
Toti,
Vile, are you there? You can actually, sit for him and have the floor.
Yes, I'm here. Am I coming out, Mazi?
Yes, Mazi, you're coming out very loud and clear. You can go on.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazi. First of all, let me salute our host, university. Thank you very much for hosting us today, and also the co-host, Mazi and Sister Helen. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. The day this very initiative was, inaugurated, I was so happy because, anyways, it's good that such initiative is coming up now. Although this initiative is something that is supposed to have put in place before now, but it's never late that it's coming up now. And I also want to appreciate the delegates that are being dedicated to this particular initiative to be educating our people. And I believe it's a very good initiative that will establish a very level ground of communication between the government and its citizens. So it will help most of the citizens that are ignorant of what we are doing to be able to ask questions and also learn from the brilliant minds that are behind this initiative in a way that whenever a law is being enacted, the citizens can be able to interpret those laws and know what the laws mean, and also a way that it benefits them, and also a way they can be able to use this law to support the government at the same time. And I also want to appreciate our own Professor Enoho, because although I was listening before, I now dozed off. Even when the Majid Ake said in the mic, I don't know. You know, it's like they are attacking my exams. Sometimes it start making noise and all that. But then thank God that I'm able to speak now. And I also want to encourage our people because I know that so many of us might be finding this initiative somehow confusing. It's not confusing. You know, it's a very, very brilliant idea because the more you keep coming to programs like this, the more you keep being informative of what we are doing. Assuming we have things like this from time immemorial, I don't think we were able to find ourselves the way that we have found ourselves for the past 6 to 7 months that our Prime Minister was invited for questions. We would have been able to understand what the government, the Biafran Republic government in exile, is all about, and you know what they are doing in making sure that our further state of Biafra is being recognized at the end of the day. And you know, just like Professor Noho said, we need to make sure that this initiative is being passed out through our local dialogue because it's very, very important. And again, even if at the moment there's no way we can be able to, you know, start passing this information through all the 40 states dialects, we can be able to make sure that whatever English that we are using, that we break it down to the very minimum where even a layman can be able to understand. Because sometimes what drives our people away from initiatives like this is when we start using big vocabulary. And then when they don't understand those type of vocabulary that we are using, they start getting, you know, discouraged. So I would like to advise the people that has been inaugurated to, you know, to facilitate this initiative to try and be using a very, very, you know, even I learned this thing from our Prime Minister. You know, when our Prime Minister started with us, you know, some people were saying that he doesn't know how to speak grammar, but he tried to bring himself down to the barest minimum where even the villagers in the village can be able to understand what he's doing, because the people, our target should be those that are in the villages, so we can be able to carry them along. We should not always prioritize this initiative based on our own intelligence, based on our knowledge, or the way that we feel we can be able to pass this message, because this message is not meant for the international community, but it is meant for we, the people, and most especially those of our people that are back home in the villages, so they can be able to know what we are doing, so they can be able to comprehend what we are trying to pass to them, so they can be able to buy this idea and start making use of this idea. And I want to thank every one of us that have been standing strong, and every one of us that have taken it upon themselves to make sure that we try to educate our people, because at this point in time, our people need this education like never before, because due to the occurrences and things that have happened for the past 6 to 7 months, even those people that I thought are well educated, that can be able to comprehend what we are doing, you know, they all disappoint me. Even those that are even very, very close to me, you know, they disappointed me. And, you know, the worst part, the one that broke my heart the most is when our Honorable Elias, you know, when he came to our space, it's like 2 weeks ago, and he was like trying to say maybe our Prime Minister did not educate us what the declaration that we did in Finland was all about, and what you know, the Biafra Restoration Project is all about. You know, that really pierced my heart, and I believe that this initiative is now coming to, you know, please my heart, to make me understand that maybe that statement that he made that day really caused the government, and the government has found it wise to bring up such initiatives like this to address that particular concern and also debate. Yeah, university, please check your listing, like they want to bring us down. So, and also try to address that particular notion. So, thank you very much. I don't have much to say because I know there's a lot of people here that wants to say something, and I want to just encourage our people. We need to continue to fund our recognition because despite all, that is the most important thing for every one of us to be doing at this particular point in time, because without us, funding our recognition, I don't think whatever we are doing here is going to yield fruits at the end of the day. Everybody should just, now is the time for every one of us to focus and ignore whatever noises that is coming out from any breakaway group camp, or maybe from the Nigerian distractors, because now we now have so many spaces that have been established by the Nigerian terrorist government to be distracting us from what we are doing. And I'm very happy that our people have come now to realize that Biafra is the main board to focus on, and not all these distractors that are all over the places distracting us for our main goal. So, and I also want to appreciate those that came up yesterday on our fundraising, because our fundraising yesterday was so big, and despite all the noises all over the places, God still made it possible that people came out yesterday to fund their recognition, and I want to encourage everyone of us that have been doing that to continue to do that, because that is what is going to give us Biafra, not any other thing. You understand? Saga cannot give us Biafra. All these noises will never give us Biafra. Just need to focus, what we are doing, and at the end of the day, I pray that EKID is going, make things better for everyone of us, and we should see our beloved country, all the 40 states of the United States of Biafra. So thank you guys very much. I would like to use my mic. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Toti. Another professor that is in the house. Thank you so much for that contribution that you just gave. Brian Williams, are you free now? Can you speak?
Yeah. Let me run it off before this threat has come. Thank you, University. Thank you, Ellen Peters. Thank you. Thank you, Mariteka. Thank you, Toti. Thank you, Ameka. Thank you, Kiruk. Thank you, Obi. Thank you, Ezebina. Thank you, Shinedu. Thank you, Opute. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Oh, I have so many names. I can't put down calling everyone like that. Thank you so much. University, are you there? University, okay, yeah. Co-host, what is the meaning of MOE? I just want to know the abbreviation, what it stands for, before I make my submission. What?
MOE is.
I'm not hearing anyone.
Yeah, I said MOE means Ministry of
Yeah,
Education.
I think the Ministry of Education.
Okay, Ministry of Education. Okay, thank you. I would make my submission based on the last person that spoke before now. That should be the last thing she said. This department of Unity for Lagos Civic Literacy is a very welcome development, of which it's gonna help our people so much, especially family. Understand? Starting from the family. Understand? Because the zoo itself has messed up the family system of Biafra. Because family first start the major value of tradition and that of a country. Understand? Family fosters that. The core value of civilization, the core value of flaw. Everything has to start with family. The core value of democracy, everything has to start with family. Because when you get it right from family and tradition or community, when you get it right from that grassroots or from that root, every system that's going to be put in place gonna work. Understand? Because a kid that is growing up that doesn't know the core value of the family or the community where he or she lives will live to create anarchy, will live to become a nuisance to the community. Understand? Because Igbo people say that community, every child belongs to the community. So the core value of the family system and the traditional system of Igbo land has been messed up by the zoo that they never valued it, because the British had us colonized and they passed on what we don't know, and they went on to destroy what we had, what we hold so dear to our heart. Understand? We are being brought up in a way that we train a child the way you want them to grow, the way the community want them to grow. That is why today you see in the foreign land, a kid will talk to the father. That's why you see today in a foreign land, a kid will tell the parents, "Shut up." A kid will tell the parents, talk to the parents as they wish. Some slap their parents, some talks back. Because they're white, they don't have that core family values and traditional values. Understand? But whereas we Biafrans, we have that embedded in us. We have that running in us before now, before it is being messed up. So that is why the importance of this literacy, civic literacy, is going to play a very vital role to educating our people, taking us back to where we come from, to who we are, the value we hold dear to our heart. Understand? Educating us and making us understand this is the way of life. Because if you don't get it right, we mess it up. Understand? So and again, community involvement, this is what is going to bring us to community involvement. Because when a child values where he or she comes from, he values the community where they come from. It will indulge them into the progressiveness of the community, making them to think on how the community is going to grow up, a comprehensive approach, preparing citizens towards active responsibility participation in the community. This is so much important. That is why I like this department, the educational department, because it will remind people of many things which we have lost. You can even help them value this when it comes to that family value, behavior, moral. You checkmate people, children, even us, adults. You checkmate them. That are very, so for them to know the value and moral that are very conducive to the raising a child, children. Behavior, morals, loving your family. Loyalty plays a very crucial role in building strong and healthy families, which requires commitment to the members towards each other. So that's why I love this department. When it was launched, I was listening to it. Even when before that, university made mention of this, and thereabout. Just like 4 or 5 years ago, when NOHO, the university, all of us, most of us here, started educating our people, the culture, the tradition or the history they never had. If we had this before, the journey would have been very easy. And it's going to help us to teach us that you need a quality time with your family. Understand? Especially those kids that were born outside the shores of Biafra land, in a foreign land. It's going to bring them their thinking home, their sense of thinking home. That you need a quality time with your family. When you have a quality time with your parents, when they're aging, they become more valuable to you. You don't just try to put them in an old people's home. You don't try to deter them. You don't try to isolate your brothers and sisters. You don't try to give them timetable when not to visit you. That must call me before you visit me. No, those things are not called family values in the Biafra land. You pay your brothers and sisters visit anytime. They appreciate it. Togetherness, oneness, that spirit. This department is going to benefit as I said, mainly people in diaspora, because we have lost the ethics of morals. We have lost the ethics of family core values. We have lost that ethics of traditional values. I don't want to go into the tradition, to a democratic system of faith. Yeah, if we're going to play a very strong role in the democratic aspect of faith, in developing you, you're going to play a very long role in developing the critical thinking skills. Understand? To analyze, to help you analyze complex issues, evaluate information, make information decisive. This is the essence of civic legal training. Promoting democratic values, like we are doing today. Democracy, everybody's seeing today, is not the democracy they took from our people. Because the democracy they took from our people, or the democracy the world learned from Biafra, was built strongly on family values, traditional values, and community values. The democracy you see today, people are putting today, is democracy that someone can just belong to wherever it belongs and wake up tomorrow. If I had an opportunity to be a senator or whatever, legislative council representative of a county, enact a law that does not represent the core value of the community or the tradition. That is why you see today, because they don't have these things. That's why you see them today polluting the world with LGBT and the rest of it. Kids, they don't censor movies. They don't censor everything now. In school, at schools, they don't censor all those things. They want to change your core value. They want to change your family value. They want to change your traditional value. But in Biafra, we're going to put an end to this, because that does not make who we are. Who we are is people that value our family, community, and tradition. Before we talk about the modern technology, the modern things, because we evolve. The world have evolved. We have to evolve with the world. We indulge ourselves in the 21st century. We fix in there, because if we don't, we're going to be left behind. And it's going to play a very, very dangerous, it's going to leave a very indelible mark on our country. But the first thing first is that core family core value, that fostering of family value, traditional value, community value. Understand? Because a child needs to know where he or she is coming from to be able to get to where he is going to. Because when a man loses honor and respect, where he or she is going to, it does not get any there by going to where it is not recognized. So I thank everybody. I thank every unit. I thank every department that came together to bring this educational department under this civic learning. So that is what I want to contribute. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that contribution. And yeah, you gave some valid points there.
With my open mic.
All right.
Mazaki, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So, if he did live, he wants to salute everybody.
Oh wow. Ife, how are you?
Mazaki, senior man.
We
Ife, me,
don't
I
miss
go flog
you.
you. I go flog you, Ife.
Everybody they hear you go on, my brother.
Okay, senior man.
Can you hear me,
This is
Ife?
from my side, though.
Can you hear Helen?
Yes, so Helen Peters, I can hear you.
Yes, I go flog you now, should be, you know.
I will mention the person name.
We love you. We've missed you a lot. Please come back to us. Yeah.
I hear everybody's voice now. I know everything is going well. You know.
Me, I've cried much under your comment section. Please come back.
They are pursuing me everywhere now, but we are still here. We are still here, and I thank God everybody is still standing very strong. That is the most important thing. At the end of the day, we are going to win. But like I will always say, the most important thing is that we focus on the freedom of our people. Because I can tell you for sure, in the zoo, nothing is coming out from there. No good news is coming from there. Everybody's crying, So, and we will still continue to fight until we get what we want. My plea to everybody is that no matter what and what that is going on, you know what you want. What you want is your freedom. Nobody will fight for you. You will be the one to fight for your freedom and get your freedom for yourself, for your children, and your unborn children. That is the reason why we are doing what we are doing. It's not because of any other thing. How many years do you have to live? But our children and our unborn children, they are the reason why we are doing what we are doing today. So I just want to greet everybody in the house. I'm seeing everybody. I listen to everything that is going on. But very soon we'll come back to normal game again. I'm seeing. Let me greet. I'm seeing. University is here. Professor is here. Mazda K, Ellen Peters, Nkiruka, Totti, Brian, Britekan, Professor, Emeka Ben Owabo, Okute TV, Obi Chicago, IKID, Biafra Free Energy Tech, Timon, Freedom for All, everything at Biafra, EHG Resistance, Simon Ekpa, OJ, Ugochukwu, Tom Jam, Frank, I greet you from my side. BIAFRANS, I greet you. Emmanuel, Charles, Oji, I greet you. Chinedu, I greet you. Maazi, Anakoem, I greet you. Odogu, I greet you. Eke, Mokota, I greet you. Simon, I greet you. Blessed, I greet you. Collins, I greet you. Mr. C, I greet you. Oluchukwu, I greet you. Legend, I greet you. John, I greet you. Prince, I greet you. Success, long time, I greet you. Victory, I greet you.
Ife ihe adịọkwa mma o. Just Netanya akpịrị nnọọ. Ihe adịkwa mma.
Sorry.
Okay, don't worry. You still come.
Okay, I greet you. Wave of freedom, I greet you. Dr. Frank, I greet you. One Biafra, I greet you. I greet you. The thing is that like the other of my account, I told you now. But this one, I'm just only using it to watch everything that is going on. You understand? But with time, very soon I will come back. Hello, our professor. I greet you. Nkiruka. So everybody, what was it, Stella?
She was here before.
Where is Stella? Okay, greet everybody for me, and everybody stand strong. Freedom for all. I greet you from my side, Let everybody stand strong. It is either Biafra or nothing.
Exactly.
Everybody, please stand very strong, very, very strong. Don't let anything deceive you or anybody. I can tell you for sure, for sure, there is no hope. There is no hope in that country. But God who made me. A lot is going on, But please, everybody must stand very strong. The time is coming. They will need down and beg. Nkiruka, now. So you drag me from.
It don't miss it.
So I do. Not anywhere. I do. If tutors come, Mona Grita for me, I didn't see Chuka. Many of them, Mona Grita, Mimi Venture. University.
Daddy.
University. Why,
Nane kiri wa nane ihu manu, right?
Udo 100% Udo.
Okay. Try Nicolo Jokpan Dodo. Dodo
Yeah.
call because
University.
Ola
Yeah.
complete well.
Ife.
Okay.
Ife.
Very soon, we'll have online. You understand?
Okay. Endure.
Okay, now. Why call?
No.
Okay, bros. One love.
Yeah. No, one love. Call it Dago the man Dodo. Ife. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. It was very nice hearing from our big daddy, Mazi Ife. I'm so happy that Ife is very, very, very is in good health. You know, he is one of the people that we miss so much on this media. God bless him, and we hope to see him very soon. So we have to go on. We have to go on, my people. So we were talking about things that concerns us and our the Ministry of Education that we just had set up. So talking about talking about the topic. The last speaker mentioned about things to do with our culture and everything. And one thing I've been looking up to ever since I saw this, me personally, there are a lot of things I've missed about uh, this our culture and everything that has to do with it. One of it is our folklore. I don't know if you understand what it means by folklore. Folklore is all of all those songs, all those stories, all those night stories that we say at night. These are things that we have been detached, from. We have literally, it has been separated, almost separated, but let me not use that word separated. It has almost been separated from us, but with this learning, I know it's going to bring a lot of people together, the old and young ones, so that we are going to learn all these things. I can actually, mention one of all these songs that we learned when we were small. There was one that we were singing, Onye mere nwa na-ebe akwa, weta ụzịza, weta ofe, weta amala ngono. Let me not just start because there are a lot that I have in my head that all of all this learning is what is going to be in process.
Can
So
you name few of
I
them?
can see you guys. You guys.
Did you just, Master K, did you just say bring Ozuza soup? Is that what you just
Yeah,
said?
yeah. Ozuza soup was
Wow.
everything. Everything inside waiting. I just sing now. So yeah, all these memories. We are going to bring it back into learning back and everything as regards our culture and heritage will be strengthened again. And we as Biafrans, we have actually lost. We've not lost it though, but it's going to bringing this Ministry of Education together is going to make us have pride. It's going to make us have pride in you know in whenever we speak our languages. It's not going to be like we should mix English and our languages together. Whenever we speak our languages, whatever we speak out of our mouth, we are going to speak it with pride. The same way English people speak their English with pride, the same way Russians speak their Russian language with pride, the same way, every single person that, have languages. And there's a record when I was making my research. UNESCO said 40 different languages they are suffering from going into extinction. So for us to save this our particular language we are going to learn, we are going to get more knowledge under this Ministry of Education. Every single language under the Biafra land, inside Biafra land, will have, the opportunity to be strengthened. So all these things are going to be packed. It's going to make us have pride in, speaking our languages. People that people that we have in diaspora are going to have to, maintain their ties with their homeland. There are a lot of people that have traveled that, in their mind, people that are in Japan, people that are in Korea, people that are in, Australia, in their mind, they have zeroed their mind from going back to Biafra land just because of, one thing or the other. So I'm just so happy that the learning will be so digital in the sense that from everywhere, literally you will be able to learn, gain knowledge. You will be able to impact knowledge to everybody as long as you have your device, as long as you have your some data in your phone. You'll be able to learn. It will be an open learning uh, center for everyone. You understand? So um, it's going to foster diaspora population so that they are going to maintain their ties with the homeland. People that have zeroed their mind, people that are living in Asia that have zeroed their mind that since I've married this Asian woman, my children are not going to go to homeland again. This learning is going to strengthen them and make them have that reasoning back. Their mind is going to come back. Their cognitive reasoning is going to come back, and the ties that they have with their homeland, as long as they are thinking of going back home, just it is going to be something that their children will have to go with them. It's not something that they would think of leaving their children behind and probably maybe when they're dead, that is the only time they will have to go back to Biafra land. All this thinking are going to be dead and reduced. You understand? So all these things I'm saying is their importances that would strengthen us under this Ministry of Education. I see some speakers. Radiant Fury, you're here. You're welcome. You found a way to come. Did you? Radiant Fury Spark. Nwa Chineke.
Hello, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Nwa Chineke.
My other account has been blocked. I don't know. I cannot log in. I cannot do anything. As a matter of fact, I've tried everything to come in. All these previous days,
Oh my
I've been
God.
trying to come. And you keep telling me that I am on anonymous.
Restriction. Oh
So
my
I
God.
just
Oh my God.
opened this new
When
one.
you are a troublemaker, uncle, why would they block it?
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what. But I can from that one. I cannot even log into my account. They say, in fact, I just opened this one to be able to come in newly now. So I'm just trying to
Let's
follow up.
let's follow Rage and Fury because let's
Thank
grow
you
his
very much.
account back. People that people that are hearing us, please let's follow Rage and Fury so that
Thank
I
you
think
very
he
much.
has lost the other account. So yeah.
Yeah, they can't stop us. They're not going to stop us. You get. You get here.
They know you are
I be
part of the
alright.
warriors.
Yeah. Thank you.
They know your
Yes,
words
now
too
read.
much.
Oh, yes, some.
My dear, you are welcome back.
Rich.
Please go and discuss.
Ono membe role nuwe wowo. Ono memle role nuwe wowo. Wowu fo mawe Biafra kakpo. Ono memle role nuwe wowo. Ono memle role nuwe wowo. Ono memle role nuwe wowo. Wowu fo mawe Biafra kakpo. Carry go. Thank you very much. I am here again.
Love you.
The people will attack your account, they go hear am. Oh. They go hear am. God, just 2 days. Rage, you don't visit your voice. You don't visit your
Guys,
tongue. Go
click
for
on the
real.
follow back. Oh, he's already following us. So click on the follow back, please.
All right, all right. Rage and Fury, do well to follow the people that are going to follow you now. Follow them back, and we'll move from there. You're welcome, my brother. Um. So yeah, there are people on the mic now. Professor, you want to say something? I know. I see they've been dropping you.
No, I just yes. Now you see, I don't know what make we do them, but we would always do them that thing that will make them do what they do. until they let us go. Yeah, so I just wanted to just buttress on what you were saying, pertaining to the cultural knowledge and all that. Yes, cultural knowledge is very key because whether we like it or not, we indigenous people cannot do without our culture. It's just the way we are. Everything we do, even in our government, you see it. It's weird when you go out and you see people sitting in the government and they'll tell you, "Oh, before we start anything, let us break cola." It's all cultural, you get. And it's fun, really. So it has to, because in the last 500 years, infiltration from one infiltration to the other has come. And if we let it go, we'll just become another, I don't know. There's this popular phrase they use for people who are not grounded. I'll remember. So we need to. It's part of it. People in the diaspora, some people have lived their life all outside. Coming back
Ofeke,
into a system, you need to be accustomed to that system. You need to be- Sorry, say that again, sir.
is it Ofeke?
Hey,
No,
thank
no,
you.
no,
That's the
no.
word, Ufiki. I mean, look, is that the popular word they use online? Isn't it Ufiki? Where you
Yeah.
just be like somebody with no be. That's the word. So, we need to make sure that we are totally grounded in everything. So this particular unit has everything impact, from the knowledge of civil rights, to your legal rights, to your cultural rights, to your family rules. Because the good thing about us is that our system of living has already defined how our government is. In our local villages, we have town hall meetings or family meetings, from direct family to kindred to clans and all that. And when you see the system, how it is, a kindred will be represented, a clan will be represented. At the end of the day, when you put all this together, you have a parliament, you know. And as far as this kind of system speaks for everybody, where everybody's voice is heard, it's fantastic. Because the problem here is because people are not listening and nothing is being done. And then the ones who hear are there to just, destroy and pollute. So in this system now, everything will be considered, including our cultural values, because that's what makes us indigenous. We are who we are based on our culture, and we cannot let that go extinct, no matter how he bad rich. And honorable man is first, and honorable man, that's what he will tell you. You understand? When you do some certain things, in those days when my parents were alive, when you tell them certain things. I remember one day like that. I think I just finished secondary school, so I was still, deciding what I really wanted to do. So I called my dad. A cousin of mine went to PTI then. He was studying gas processing. So while going through the form, then I now saw something. I said, "Oh, Daddy, I want to go to PTI. I want to study welding and diving." You know what he said to me? He said, "My dear, there are certain things that a woman does not do." Now, he was coming from the cultural part of, "Oh, no, you can't do that." Do
He
you
really
know what
tells
that is?
you. He really tells you. He really saved you for
Sorry?
that wedding. He really saved you for that deep sea wedding.
No,
Because
he refused
you know what
totally, eh?
the effect on a woman now is the deep sea wedding. The effect on a woman is very deep.
Exactly.
It's very deep. It's only encouraged if
You
you
know,
if,
he
if
said,
you're a
he
grandmother.
just told me right there. He said, exactly. He said, "My dear, there are certain things women don't do. So look for something else." And I'm like, it became a problem. I'm like, this is what I'm like. You are not doing it. Simple. Go and do anything else but this particular thing. I said, okay. So you get to all these things, really. Some people will say, "I know, civilization. I mean, what a woman can do, blah, blah, blah." And all that. But the truth is, you can't, you don't understand. I have friends who did that the same course, And some of them tell you the trauma it is. You know what it is? Is be living in the middle of the ocean, water, just, it's not something, you know, whether we like it or not, it wasn't. So things like this, we need to understand that whether we like it or not, our cultural values would always mold us into what we are supposed to be. These cultural values did not start with a group of men. It started from the beginning. Just like Sister Ellen said, when Madhuvim and Madwana was created, they had their cultural values, which was their laws, you know, and that's exactly how it is, and that is the way we indigenous people are. So all these things are things that we need to understand. We need to understand what is tradition. We need to understand what is culture. We even need to understand the one that it is mere man and slavery. Because yes, sometimes we tell ourselves we are practicing culture or tradition, but we will not understand that those things were actually not even part of us. Those things were things that the infiltrators, because the infiltrators are not just in the Ocha, they were infiltrators who looked like us, who came in too and still put some certain things that were not part of us. You understand? And gradually you would understand through knowledge why these things were not part of us and why these things are causing certain things. You understand? So all these things are the things that this process would take us through, because we can not just say, oh, okay, we want our liberation, we want our restoration, and all this is happening, and then we just snap into it. What are you bringing to the table? You can only give what you have, and let's call a spade a spade. 80%, if not 90% of us here came from a system that was polluted. And that system somehow has damaged every one of us in every little way. There are certain things that you actually think is true or is right that is not. When you now sit back and begin to check, you find out that these things you are actually doing was as a result of things that you carried from a polluted system. And we cannot have that. So this, for me, is even part of the transition into us as a country. We need to go through this process. And that's why it's a must. For me, I feel it should be a must that everybody should go through this process of at least understanding the basics first. You don't, I mean, look at the animagery system that they are practicing in the zoo. A system whereby somebody will wake up before they will pass first reading, second reading. Nobody knows about it. If you ask your legislator, your councillor on your street, why was this thing passed? He will ask you, what did you just say? Because he doesn't even know. Now, all these positions, councillors, ward heads, counties, all these things were created because they needed to have accountability of the man in the village, the man that his voice cannot be heard in Ebube, the capital city. Now, all these people are the ones that we hear, take into record, and table it at a bigger platform or at the bigger parliament or whatever it will call it at that time. So all these processes are things that must be put in place. Everybody has to be orientated about it. Even your culture in your local communities has to also be in the right standing. There are certain things you should do as this, and there are certain things you cannot do. There are so many things that we used to do that we don't do anymore. There are certain things that we are doing that is not even part of us that is causing problems. You know, it's crazy. There was one I learned recently that if, for instance, you know, in our own local communities, when you want to buy a land, especially if you are not from that community, they would usually take you to the oldest man and all that. I just realized that sometimes, or not even sometimes, when land issues are discussed or being sold, women are not part of it. When I mean part of it, they don't have a say. The only time she probably has a say is if it's her child that is selling his own proportion. Then the people buying will confirm to say, okay, this is who. Yes, she's the mother. You get, there are certain things we didn't know. But these days, a whole lot of things happen. You would see people. I was shocked when they tell you, I know a woman cannot sign the document. The only people that will sign is the kindred men and all that and all that. If you're a woman, you cannot sign. All these things are things that I didn't know before. You understand? I didn't know. And there are rules, there are reasons why all these things were there. They are cultural reasons. And all these cultural reasons have their effect, both physically, mentally, or somehow to us. All these things are things that must be understood, both from the grassroots to as far as, because if you are even running a government and you want the people to progress, you have to take in consideration their cultural values so that you do not cause something that will be a problem to the people. Because you might be doing your thing based on, oh, this is what it's supposed to be civilly, but forgetting that civic also has to work with culture to make certain things balanced. So all these things is probably and what we should, go through so that when we start building from grassroots, this nation will be a nation that is like no other. And I know why I called it a nation, because a nation is a population of people of the same descent, and that is who we are. All of us, from Ogoja to Igodomigudo, just to the four corners, we are all of the same descent. Go and check, go and do your DNA. You will find out it's the truth. You understand? So all these things have to be put in place and everybody has to understand. So when I'm dealing with people from Aludo or I'm dealing with people from ANNANG or Brass, I know exactly how I have to deal with them. I don't have to do things that would insult their system and cause me trouble. That's exactly how it is. But the kind of colonial system that we're coming from, it disregards the human or the indigenous people and creates something that they want. And that is not what we want. The reason for freedom is because we need the indigenous people to be free. And for the freedom to be complete, the indigenous people have to understand their rights, they have to understand who they are, and they have to work together to be that country that they want to be. And that is why it is a government of the people. That is the kind of government we are running. That was what I wanted to add. Thank you. And Rage, please don't disappear again. Oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much,
Sorry,
lovely professor.
once okay.
You said?
So just 2 seconds to what said. Understand? I just like what I'm proposing or what I'm thinking. Understand? Of which we checkmate the when we are finally recognized, of which is going to be checkmating the Senate and House of Rep. Before they pass any bill that will affect the way of life of people, they must send it back to the family and cultural root. Understand? For them to value that, because human beings are very dynamic. People they are very cunning. They can change tomorrow if money plays the role. Understand? You see, tomorrow they will be accepting a propaganda being passed from the West. So I believe we will put a very good check to the legislators and everything, so that they don't just come wake up tomorrow and pass a propaganda being passed from the West. You know what the West is do? They wake up tomorrow, bring out one propaganda, sponsor it with money and media, and force other countries to be accepting it. So in order to quench that nonsense, to come into to pollute our culture, we're gonna give, when it comes to value, cultural family value, we're gonna give power to the grassroots, to the family and cultural root, so that they don't corrupt it. So whatever the root decide that has to do with the culture is what they will sanction in the higher parliament or senate of 18. So that is what I wanted to chip in based on the last speaker. Sorry for my stammering, because when I try to speak slowly, I stammer. That's why I always speak fast. Understand? Thank you.
We understand you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brian. Yeah. Thank you, Professor, for that submission you gave. It's always, learning whenever you open your mic to speak to um with the Biafrans. So we move on to the next speaker. Resistance, aka virus. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, good afternoon first. I on my AKA virus. Okay. Okay, good afternoon, Mazi University. Good afternoon, Professor Engineer Dr. Maz Dake. Good afternoon, Mommy Helen Peters. Good afternoon, Professor Enoho. Good afternoon, Mazi Totivile. Good afternoon, Brian, Mazi Brian. Good afternoon, Mommy Mary Tekam. Good afternoon, Mazi Rage and Fury. You don't DM tire. Thank God you finally made it. Thank God. Good afternoon, Honorable Mazi Emeka. Good afternoon, Mommy Q. She's here, my personal mommy. Bagam. Good afternoon, Biafra Weremadu. Good afternoon, Mazi David Nana, Professor. Good afternoon, Professor Biafra Lizen. Because I don't give you that one, you're professor too, but coded professor. You are coded. Good afternoon, Ihechi. Good afternoon, Augustina. Good afternoon, Frankie. Good day. Good afternoon, Mazi Charles Oji. Good afternoon, Oje. Good afternoon, Mommy Obi Chicago. Good afternoon, Ben Wabo, our senior citizen, elder. Good afternoon, Song Jam. Good afternoon, AGK Atta. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Biafra Tech Energy. Good afternoon, Rudman. Good afternoon, Shimon, Okoro, Mazi Freedom for All, Ebezina Biafra. Good afternoon, Biafra, Lizen Bahrain, okay. Mazi Oyeyere, good afternoon. Emmanuel Ese, good afternoon. Mazi Anyakonam, good afternoon. Mazi Odogu, good afternoon. Chinedum, good afternoon. Eke Okocha, good afternoon. I have to greet everybody, sorry. Samson, good afternoon. Blessed Child, good afternoon. Collins, good afternoon. Legend for real, good afternoon. Success, good afternoon. Men of Steel, good afternoon. Noah, good afternoon. Ikenna, good afternoon. Okore, good afternoon. Rose White, good afternoon. Duga, good afternoon. Obiageli, good afternoon. Michael, good afternoon. Wave for Freedom, good afternoon. Dr. Frank, good afternoon. Biafra, Nwa Biafra, good afternoon. Dika, Uta, good afternoon. Okay, Enike Tom, I don't know if I pronounce that very well. Good afternoon. And good afternoon, all the people listening anonymously, both the enemies and friends. Good afternoon. The previous speakers who are here, who have spoken and they are no longer here, and people that will come later. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday to all of us. Good afternoon to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good afternoon, our PM. Good afternoon, our APM. Good afternoon, all the cabinet members. Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, the whole world. Yes, I'm sounding happy. It's not like I'm just happy, why I'm sounding like this. My voice is harsh, somehow harsh, because I just finished settling fights. They say keep this day holy, but I don't know. Some people decided today, they choose today to fight. I don't know why. I don't know why. But then my body have been so hot. I've been shouting and talking and talking and talking. But then thank God I'm here. So headache no catch me. So I was surprised when I came here. I was hearing two voices, like two voices in a one, I mean two in one. So later I realized it was Mazi Ife, because before I was Mazi, professor university. Has he done another? Did he do surgery on his voice? Or I don't know his voice. So I was kind of okay. Later around noticed it was Ife. Even Ife's voice even changed. Okay, okay. I now I get the point.
I hope we don't have AI among us now.
I swear, people, me say I feel the AI. This one, Bazaki is calling me virus. Okay, I better go. We'll take ourselves. But it's good. It's good. If it's for your protection, it's good. It's good. If you can change, as long as you are speaking, you are preaching the gospel. Very good. Very good. Some of us don't know that is actually our security. We hide our faces because of our security. You can even change your voice. Tomorrow, this my voice. I'm trying so hard to change this voice too. So, but I don't know. But very soon, the voice will mature. The voice will mature very soon. This one is a mature voice. So, what's that? Why they laugh me now? Because I thought in a mature voice.
Nah, no be any amateur. See as we gotta talk.
Okay. So I was enjoying the topic. So I was really enjoying the topic. So let me make my little. So what I miss and I want it to be back. So I remember a few months ago. Was it? When was Easter? 2 months ago. Yes. So I visited my hometown. So there is this. I think whenever Umuna is doing meeting, that's when you know the history of your family, both who is your father, who is your mother, how everything happened. We don't apart from I don't know if apart from Umuna, there is no other place that this thing like they have to teach you. That's when you learn a lot of things based on your culture. Even that was when I get to understand. Okay, that was last year. I'm not mistaken. Last year, 2023, 2024. Yes, that was when I realized, okay, there are some points my mommy, she has to tell me that because I asked her why some certain things she's not involved. Why is she not involved in some certain things? So it was last year, or 2023, 2024. So now, like, okay, now she thinks like I'm a man now. Like there are certain things I can know now that before I don't know, because I have to ask why. So she said why some certain places she don't involve, or is due to her daughter, which is my sister, my only sister. I say what happened. She said why she don't involve in some certain meetings and certain places, like marriages, like in marriage, like they are in marriage. when they are sharing, there are some things they share, she don't get involved. Because I was like, why? I want to know. Because I see other, like my friends, some of my brothers, extended brothers. There's some certain things, because I have to ask, but they keep hiding. So it was that meeting 2 years ago. I have to ask, and I said, okay, let her open up to me. That the reason is because my only sister, because she's late, so that when they married her, the man that got married to her did not come and do the necessary right, because then it was far back. I think I was a kid. I was a kid. I was very kid. I don't even know when all these things happened. So they say because of the man did not come to pay her bride price and all of that, and she had kids. She had kids for the man, and the man is not even an Igbo man. So you see, that's how deep the thing was. So I say, okay. So what is the remedy now? So how can you do this now? So what's the way forward? She said, okay, the way forward is because due to she have grandchildren now. The man, due to she had grandchildren and the bride price have not been paid, the man disappeared and all of that. So there are some certain things like she won't attend, except there is some ritual, and after the ritual you pay some bride price. You have to pay the bride price. I say, wow. So how much is the bride price? Like, because I want you to attend everything. There are some certain things you don't attend. She now tell me the price. It's not that much. It's not, because the man is no longer, my sister is no longer alive. So as if you don't pay in her life, you pay in there, something like that. So I said, okay, I want everything to be set. Why have you not told me all of these things? And even my dad, I was still very tender when my dad, I don't even really, if I can't really, I don't even really know him, because it was when I was very little. I think that was plateau crisis that happened. That 2001. So I was very, very young. I was a kid, not very young. I was a kid. So I think that crisis, that was when they killed him. So I don't even really know him that much. So I think that was when all those things happened. So on 2023, 2024, now I said, okay, we'll have to clear all these things. So they did meeting. So my mommy, you have to cook for the Umada. Kind of invite all the Umada in my family house there in my hometown. So now cook rice, drinks and all of that. So they gathered, and I was not actually around when they did all those things. So I have to ask how much and all of that, so you can actually join and start follow them and do whatever they are doing. So they joined. So after the whole thing, now I asked how far now, how everything was. Everything has been settled. So when I traveled on Easter, So now when they want to share some things, like they want to share meat, goods, they want to, or anything, like I like doing it each time, but I do it uh, every ending of the year. Hence I travel. I must do something, like if I like ending of the year, I have to kill something, all our women, our elders will come, and you understand. So I like doing it, kind of my own personal ritual or something, like I like doing it. whenever like this happen, whenever I come back, because I don't actually travel as much like often. Like last year, I did not travel. I was where I was. We are here battling with the zoo and Olabuboro Fulani. So it made me I did not travel. Though I had the opportunity to travel, but I said no, I'm not traveling because once I travel there is no network. I don't like going there because there is no network. That's the most difficult part. There is no network. So that Easter, you hear a lot of stories from this elder. They say, "Come on, sit down. Do you know?" They'll tell you your history. They'll tell you, "Look at this one. Wenka," all of these things. Like, I like staying in their midst because you get to learn so many things like you don't even hear before. So many things you not even hear it anywhere. You never hear it anywhere. So come out before if they want to share meat, they say the heart goes to this person, which is the head. That's when you get to know who is senior and who is the junior. When they are sharing, like, it's very, very educative. Most of them did not actually attend high institutions or didn't go to school. Let me just say it like that. But at least they know culture. When you want to share or you want to present cola, the hand you use in receiving, or they will say, "Oh yeah, go and fetch drink, ga gbara mmanya or something like that." So I don't even know, I'm still making mistake on that. Is that you handle the palm wine with your right hand, or I'm still making mistakes. They will now shout at you, "Ta!" Like, it's actually fun. Like, I love all those. It's actually fun. Even though they will entertain you once, but you learn a lot. They'll tell you boundaries. From there, you get to learn about even your hometown, what happened during the olden days. They'll tell you the history of your father, what your father even did when, because all of this, their age grade, all of these people, they are the same age grade, so they tell you your history. It's very educative. So all these things, like, apart from in our villages, you don't get to hear this. You don't get to this. So many people that don't travel, when a lot of things, they are doing a lot of things, they'll be like, "This one, what is this one doing?" Like, you feel like you're an outcast, like you don't even know what is happening. So, if somehow, I don't know, but all these our elders that are here, our elders, so somehow maybe you create time, like once in a while, even though it's not like once in a while, like today, it's very Mazda cake. There is one song you sang, you say, "Oye oye merigino." I forgot what you sang, but
It's
that was
Okamboya
very,
again. You want me to sing it? You want to hear my voice?
yeah, you say, "Oye mere one eba akwa."
Exactly. You know the song and you say you don't know it. This guy ain't got
Say,
plug-in. Guitar.
wait now. You say Oziza and wait Abacha. You say Oziza and
Wotuzuza
Abacha.
wotofe.
Hey, wow. Wait Oziza. Now Osi, I know. Wait Oziza, wait Osi. You
Okay,
say
now
wait
see.
Ozi.
I think say now fail. You know, say
Wow. Master
I
King.
still dey
Master
learn.
King. You don't lost, I say. Try the comeback. Try once in a while. Try the come. Try the come. Myself, guess what? This one I go tell you, forget. Maybe by professor, maybe by putting engineer, maybe by doctor. So I love the topic, and I learn every day. We learn every day. Believe me, here, even though, like, apart from we come here, we preach about our freedom, our restoration, our recognition. There are more of things you get to learn. Like, you don't even get to learn it elsewhere. If you go elsewhere, you not learn it. But once you are here, you learn it. Our professors, once they hold this mic now and start speaking, just hold your pen and paper, because there is a lot of things you get to learn, new things. So I thank everybody. Like, it's already new week. It's already new week. I'm going back to study again. So last week was I have free time, so I don't have a lot of time. I just have few times because this brain. If you don't treat it very well, like our professor say, like, this brain has been contaminated. Like, even your environment, because it has already contaminated the brain. So you don't get to think. If you don't treat and handle the brain very well, and sometimes the brain will move out of shape. Sometimes we'll just spark. Once it's spark, we don't go offline. We begin to talk offline. So I learn, because of the thing I'm studying doesn't require a lot of noise and all of that. So when you get a lot of information, this brain, I go lose am. It's not a joke. I'll actually lose it. It's not a joke. So people that say maybe you think I'm not coming or running away, but it's not right. Because I'm doing for the best. Actually, if I if I finally get to the height I want, but this ejema will be less. It will not be anything. What's 10,000 ejema? 1,000 ejema is like daily something. So thank everybody. So I rest my mic. So my still learn. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi Emerson, aka Virus. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, we got everything you said. We love what you just shared, the memory that you had. All these things are what we are talking about. We are bringing it back, and we are trying to impact that knowledge on our people so that whatever we had that was lost, we are going to regain it, and it's never going to depart from us again. So I thank you all. Thank you for grabbing the mic and having this share to us today. Um, Mazi Rage and Fury, are you ready? Nwa Chineke, are you ready? Okay, I think Nwa Chineke is not there. Okay, I don't see any hand up.
Yeah, Master K,
Yes, Sister Helen.
your voice is double playing. I don't know if you open other gadget.
Can anyone hear? Can anyone hear my voice double playing? Resistance. Am I double
We
playing?
are hearing you double, please.
Someone should unmute if it's the same way. I need someone to unmute so that we'll confirm if my voice is double playing. Thought is my
Master
voice
K,
double
can you hear
playing?
me?
Is Toti speaking? I didn't hear Toti. Sister
Yeah, because
Helen, can you hear me? I could hear you when you were speaking. I can't hear Toti, but I can see his mic, coming off and. Oh,
But can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very loud and clear, but I want to confirm if my voice is double playing in other people's ears.
Yes, yes. It's still double playing the way you are speaking.
Oh my God. Resistance, unmute yourself and tell me if you're hearing me.
What's the case? Do you have to wait here? Wait here.
Okay, it's double playing there too. Oh my God. I would need to
Not
go
even
outside and
play.
come back.
yeah, university don't do that case.
All right.
Somebody's mic is on. I don't know. Sister Helen, are you there? Somebody's mic is on, and I
Okay,
can.
I think it has stopped. It has stopped. Somebody's mic was on before.
The person's mic is still on. I can still hear the person talking on the. The voice.
Hello, can anyone hear me, please?
Yes, I can. Helen. Sister Helen, what you will do? Mute everybody. Mute everybody.
Hello. Hello. Let me see if somebody can hear me because I was being kicked out. And can anyone hear me now? Ah.
So, what? Who is this person that the mic is on? What is the person here?
Master K, are you the one? Please mute your mic now. Hey. Master K, please mute your mic. I can see you requesting that. Wow. They are attacking the space. Master K, are you connected now? Because I've just given you the mic. So speak, let's hear. Let's see if you are connected. Master K, say something.
Hello. Am I still
That's
coming?
good. No, you are okay now. You're good to go.
So what was up? Was it an attack or something?
I believe so because I was being kicked out also.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
Yeah, Majidake,
This is really, really
can
serious.
you hear me, Majidake?
I hope everyone is hearing me and I'm not talking twice or three
I
times.
can hear you, but Tottiville is having the same problem you were having before.
Ah.
Okay, I'm not because of this thing. Well, this one you mentioned virus. Wait, let me even go out.
Where's the university? Because they're attacking us now. Even resisting
Virus,
the
are you the
same
one
thing.
doing this?
Now, virus, they do this thing. It's resistance. Resistance. Communism.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everyone is calm now.
All right. All right. Mars University, you can send the invite again. So like we were saying, I asked Rage and Fury if he was there. Rage, could you hear me when I was mentioning your name? You did not even give me a sign, but now you're raising up your hand.
Yeah, yes, I could hear you, but the thing was kind of noisy. Can I be heard now?
Rage and Fury, yeah,
Can I?
you are being heard, but Like 3 seconds, we lost you.
Okay, I can continue now, right?
Yeah, fire down, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much, my people. Though I don't really know the topic we are discussing today, but first of all, I want to greet my
Let me
brothers.
tell you. Let me tell you the topic. We are talking
Oh,
about the Ministry of Education that was was brought about recently, because this is one of the latest news after the after the Amandabri news. This is the latest one that we have. There was a form that was brought out, and that form is up on the jumbotron. Everyone will have to, fill that form and, enroll for this Ministry of Education for learning purposes. You understand? So we are taking our people down that learning center for knowledge and every other thing that requires us to, impact knowledge on ourselves. So yeah, go from here.
oh, thank you very much, my brother Master K. Thank you for the briefing. Honestly speaking, first of all, let me greet our people first. I greet all our mothers first, all our sisters, our wives, our aunties, our girlfriends, our daughters. Special greetings to you from the Urobo Isoko state of Biafra. I also greet our leaders from the days of Dim Odimegu Juku Philip Effiong, and every hero of their time, and all the heroes that have fallen up to date. We say, may their memory be a blessing to us in our journey to freedom today.
What happened to Range? I can't hear him. Oh. Mazake, can you hear him? Range, can you hear us? Yeah.
The
Oh,
forces where they follow, forces where they follow rage fight serious. Waiting they happen.
forces from the zoo now.
Oh my God.
These are forces from the
This one is
zoo.
beyond network problem. Before he was complaining about his account, was complaining about his account. Now
Mm.
his voice is off. Rage and Fury, Rico Batao, come back. We need you.
Mm.
2 days like this, they don't give you space to breathe on top space. Today again, where you get luck, even come speaker. Omo, this is really
Imagine
bad,
that.
Mazi. So
Hmm.
Helen, do you want to say something?
Well, a lot has been said about this Ministry of Education. It's something that we have to continue. You understand? Gradually, our people will get there. They will understand what their right is, the rule of law, and all that. How to follow our charter in everything we have to do until the nation is fully restored and the constitution will be replacing the charter. You understand me? So this is what we have to continue to teach ourselves every day. Nobody knows it all. Like we have said it before, that nobody knows it all. We are all learners. We learn from each other. Even in school self, the teachers that are teaching you, they learn from you also, because there are smart people. Smart people are among us. In class, whatsoever you will contribute, still make something new to the teacher that is teaching you. So we all learn from each other. Nobody is perfect, guys. You understand? Because this is the reason why we got it wrong at the first time that our leader was taken off, our prime minister was taken away from us. This is the place we got it wrong, because we were not aware of how to follow up the charter. So many people, and still you can see today, some people are still fighting it. They don't even know what the charter is all about. That is because they don't know the rule of law. They don't know what guides them as a nation. Yes, we have been, right from since 2023 that charter was introduced to us, we already become a government. And when you are a government, you do the things as the government charter says. You understand? You don't have to just go on and run away with whatsoever you feel you are so important and you go away with it. No, it doesn't work like that. This is where our people are getting it wrong. That you see that today they are still following that mad woman that ran away with the charter, with what do you call it, surrogacy. You understand? How can you say surrogacy? Anybody can just tell you are surrogating me when you are already in a government. You understand me? This is where people have gotten it wrong, and they will not want to come back until they learn a lesson. They know what charter is all about. They know what government is all about. People should go to your Google, do some research. Do research on about your government. How do you really follow up with your government? Do some research. You will learn so many things from there. It's not something that you have to sit down for teacher to even teach you. Not at all. Just do some research on your own, and you will know the importance of governance. Do you understand me? So this is it. We will continue to learn every day. We will continue to learn from ourselves. Our professors are here who are teaching us every day. We also will be contributing our own quarters. The little that we know, we will be contributing it, using it to support our people back at home, using our own indigenous language to teach our people. Do you understand? When I was growing up, I met, we were using this Isoko Bible. It was a competition between us then in the church. You understand? The youth, they take us to crusade for competition, and you'll be reading in the Isoko language. The best reader will win an award. That is what they were doing to us, just to encourage us to get used to our languages. And all of a sudden, along the road, they cut all that off. You don't need to know about that. You must speak English that I don't know what it is before. You understand? This is where the white man just deceive us, and we forgot about all we have known before that guide us as human beings. You understand? So I thank God that even our constitution is not going to overshadow our culture. Our culture will still be there for us, that we must follow, because these are the things that we miss, that we as the children of God, the original people that God created on this planet Earth, we are the people of the Garden of Eden. Do you understand? This is where we miss it, and today we are still suffering. Today we are still wandering all over the world. Do you understand me? So getting to the end now, because of lack of knowledge of what governance is, this is where we are today, still struggling to stand our feet, because one mad woman, a monkey, just grabbed the banana and ran away with it. You understand me? So my people, we'll continue to learn from each other. Thank you very much. Let me give the mic to our brother. Afam, please, you are welcome to the mic. Oh, thank you very much. Brother Afam, I don't know if you can hear me. You have the mic.
Good morning. Anyway, Otutoma to everyone. My beloved sisters, my aunties, my mothers, and my wives. Because if I will ever marry, I'm going to marry a Biafran woman. I'm going to be from anywhere. I greet you all. The men that are doing the things that they are supposed to do, my beloved brother, university, respect to you. Master K, I'm happy. The professor that ran away, I will tell you why I said you ran away. You remember when this thing was going on? when they were doing this their surrogate. You remember Stanley and University, I said this is the time to start teaching our people this our laws that guides us so that they will understand. But someone came again and said that no, it's not the time, it's the time to recognize or something. Because I want to tell us something. Nigeria has made our people that the only thing our people do today, even those that claim they worship this, they worship their stomach more than anything. Why do I say they worship their stomach? They worship their self-centered influence, negative influence in them that is all about you. What will I get? The money I have to get. You don't reason anymore. Why am I a human being? Why am I on earth? What is my mission? Even if this money that is this privilege I have, I am supposed to use it for something positively, not to use it to do some sort of rubbish. The Nigerian government, they did our people just like what the so-called the people that said the group that calls themselves government. When pastors, pastors, when they come, they will now select those places that will benefit them, that will make you be emotional attached to them and preach to you. They will tell you how is important for you to believe in miracle, but they don't believe in it. When they want something, they come and ask you to give them. But when you want something, they ask you to pray and fast for 100 years. And that person will stupidly believe in that. Because as long as I'm concerned, our people, our ways of life, God has created us. God creates success in every Biafran. It's just for you to understand who you are. Just like what our sister said, that we are the first people on earth. How many people believe it? How many people can reason that if we are the first people, then why would somebody come and tell me that Jesus is a white man, or maybe God is a white man? Do you need to go to school? Like, there is something I say, I keep saying it. Ask yourself, how can somebody, you come, the so-called, okay, let me put it, NGOZI or Abueza, you are from Aguata, and you don't know that you are now from Aguata local government. You are now saying you are from Ekusigo. And some people cannot, this alone has exposed you that you are not even from that place. They called you that you are not even an Igbo woman. I will bet my money. Anybody who wants to come and challenge me, because this woman, you cannot tell me that unless she has started going crazy. Yes, I agree very well that she's Fulani, one of those that their parents in our lands, they were being born there, and finally later they speak even our language more than us. Because how can this woman at her age and everything and what you said, you claim, yes, you are nurse because she's natively acquired. I don't respect that she's a nurse. Nurse for the mad people, for the mental
What happened to our brother? Is he being kicked out? Brother Afam, please request so if you are not done. Just request for the mic, please. They are dealing with the space, so they want to bring it down. Guys, please pick up the mic and say something. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm still recovering. Please, guys, pick up the mic. Come and say something. We are all learning from ourselves. You understand? We have to teach ourselves what the charter is all about. It is not just what the people are telling us that it is just a shadow. It is never a shadow. Charter is what gives us right today for what we are doing. So it's never a shadow. Thank you. Davidina Anna, you are up to the mic. Please, resistance. Let me bring you up. Oh. I'm having a kind of headache. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have the mic.
I think, yeah. So while we wait for Afam, please bring up Afam so he finishes what he's trying to say, because I think he has some things to get off his chest and teach
Oh,
us.
he's not requesting from my side. I don't know. Like
Just
he's
send
even
him the
for
mic so he will automatically come up. Send him the mic. Invite him to speak.
okay.
So yeah, back to what we were talking about. We are literally, giving us the ground floor about the Ministry of Education, because we have to encourage people to join this ministry so that learning between the teachers, between the professors, and people that are going to come to learn would flow, and everything is just going to connect. Like I said before, I took us back to when we used to learn one or two things, then that we'll have to, gather outside in the moon, under the moon, and we hear stories from our older parents who hear songs that we never heard, that their granddad, their grandmothers taught them. These are all what is going to come back, and we'll be getting this knowledge from not only our family but from our extended family. When I say extended family, I mean our brothers and sisters, both from the coastal region, from the rivers, from Delta, from everywhere. We are just going to learn and see what connects us together. All those proverbs. I'm very, very sure a lot of us can't say up to 50 proverbs in our native languages. You understand? So all these things are things that we've lost already. Or let me not say we've lost. We are literally getting detached, because I don't want to use a very harsh word. All these proverbs, all these, things that we are getting this detached, all these expressions, all this humor. There are some things that we would say in our language that would make us laugh more than when we say it in English. You understand? All these things are what we are bringing back, and everything will be under this Ministry of Education. So we are just trying to set this pass, and along the line, it will just be a very, very remember something that we could remember. You understand? Something that would have memories about, and when we move down to Biafra land, we'll have every reason to say all these things back there in our homeland as memories. We'll tell ourselves, you remember those times we were on space trying to learn? Master K, you remember that time? Master David Nana, remember that time you used to speak to us that we don't used to see our face? Look at us now. You understand? All these things will have stories to, say, and at the end of the day, we are going to have a legal institution, a physical legal institution where we will have it written the um at the front of the building as the Ministry of Education for Biafrans. You understand? So, all these things are the plans that we have under this organization, under this institution that we just set up. So it's all advantages and nothing regarding to disadvantages. You understand? So everything. is aligning for our good, and we are going to learn a lot. So I don't want to be the one speaking at most, because if you leave me on this mic, I promise you, I feel talk for 2 hours now. And I could just tell me, say I don't to talk. So let me just pass the mic. Please, people, if you have one or two things on, on your mind, you can request for the mic. If I see you there, Oluchiko, I see you there. Mazia Nakonam, Charles Oji, Ihechi, our warrior. Emeka Socrates, you're here today. Nuku Nwoke, Freedom for All, I see you. It's been a while we've heard your voice. Shimon, I don't know if 1 million Simon Ekpa is in the church, but I believe it's past time for church. So this is the church that we are in right now. Engineer Brovan Van Vam, I greet you so much. Our daddy Ben, our boys in the building also. So yeah, just do well to grab the mic. I would have sent you the mic if I was on co-host, but while we are here, we are still learning one or two. So yeah, just join and impact knowledge on our people. There's a lot of things to which we could learn from every single person that would come here to grab the mic. Mazi David, I see you up, so please, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you so much. BIAFRANS, I greet you once again. I just want to remind everybody that the Ministry of Education mapping out this strategy is all for Biafran good. And I think it should be compulsory for every Biafran. We should encourage our people, once this teaching started, or once it starts, our people should be encouraged to join. This is an avenue that we will use to build a very wonderful nation. So that going forward, nobody will be feeling ignorant of not knowing about the charter and about our civic responsibilities as citizens of Biafra. And I believe as well that if there are Biafrans who also want to be taught in our Biafran languages, wow, we have professors who are grounded in our languages, in the different languages. So it should be an encouragement to every Biafran to make sure that he or she keys into these programs. They are very much educative, and I appreciate our government for doing that. It is now our responsibility to make sure that we create that awareness for Biafrans all over the world to participate in the program. It will be inciting, it will be educative, and as well, informative. Sorry, you may be hearing noises on the background. I'm going somewhere. So, dear friends, this is our opportunity to create more awareness about what our governments are doing in order to educate our people on the policies and programs that they have for Biafra, so that when Biafra is fully restored, then we will not have difficulties in aligning with the principles, the laws, and the bylaws of our nation, Biafra. Very important. And like our leader, Mazin Nandi Kanu said, it's a pathway. It is also a pathway to recognizing and appreciating who we are as a people, to understand that, you see, all these things that the world, the West, think that they taught us, they actually stole it from us. They actually stole it from us, and they try to come back to make it look as if they are teaching us all those things. Take, for instance, democracy. Democracy started in our land. Okay? So justice, equity, rule of law started in our land. And when these people took it up, it looks as if they are now the ones teaching us about what we already know. So it is very important that our people key into all these programs so that we can get more information about how government is run, the citizens' rights, and everything about our government. Very, very important. Secondly, I want to use this opportunity as well to inform our people or to reiterate what our government is also saying. The government of Biafra is very much focused on the goals for which is set for the Biafran recognition. It is now on the responsibility of each citizen of Biafra to make sure that they support this government for us to achieve the aims and objectives of the government. It is not going to be easy, but together we can make it more easier for our government. Together, each and every one of us joining hands and aligning with what our government is doing, it will make them to get more results. A situation whereby monkey the work, baboon the chop should not no longer arise in this our government. There are a lot of our people who are now, standing on the fence, trying to, find out a fault in what one person or the other person is doing, trying to use it against that person. This is not how it should be. We are looking for a nation that will be free from intimidating its citizens, a nation that everybody will have an equal right and equal opportunity. So we are not in a democracy at this particular time. So in the event that those who are at the helm of affairs, making policies or implementing policies for the government, in the event that they make one or two mistakes, it should not be used against them. We should not be those who are fanning embers of war or disability among our people. No, we should always encourage those who are fighting for us. We should encourage those who are bringing out their time and their resources to make sure that they implement the policies, the template that was set down for Biafra to be recognized or restored. So we should join hands together and ignore every dissenting voice on social media. Ignore every dissenting voices that have come to tarnish the image of our government or trying to bring some of our government functionaries down. We don't have to give them any room for that, because this is our government. When we say government BRGIE, BRGIE is not about the cabinet members, it is not about the acting prime minister, no. It is about each and every one of us as a Biafran who believe in this government. And for this government to work, for this government to progress and function effectively, it is the responsibility of every citizen of BRGIE to join hands and support this our government. So if this our government fails, each and every one of us fall. And how long will we continue to clamor for self-governance or to clamor for, a free society in Biafran territory? How long shall we continue to do that? Mazin and the Kano have brought us to a stage, and our prime minister, that we are now very close to our freedom. Very close to it. But even as we are very close to our freedom, I want you to understand that it's just like when they said, the Bible told you that, the sons of God came. When the sons of God came, even the devil himself will always be there. So when we are very close to our freedom, there are obstacles are also coming close in order to distract each and every one of us, in order to try to use us as instrument of breakdown of law and order in our government. And it is only those who give that obstacles and opportunity that obstacle or those devils will use against our government. As we are speaking right now, there are a lot of Biafrans, or very few Biafrans, who are receiving kickbacks from the Nigerian state. and some who are being encouraged by NGOZI or Fulani to do what they are doing on social media. When we see most of them, we ignore them. Because when we try to go and engage them, or we give them credibility, or we try to give them credence, and people will like to go and listen and even hear what they are saying. But once we ignore them, once we ignore most of the things they are saying, we don't try to engage them personally, we can as well go, once in a while, drop the real information on their various platforms so that people who want to hear, who want to also listen, will as well get that real information from their platforms. So I want us also to understand that a lot of these people, lots and lots of them, they have something that they are gaining from their various platforms. And that is the reason why you see them do what they do. But even at that, we are not going to be distracted. We must remain focused on the goal, because our freedom is almost very, very, very near. Very, very near. And it will only take distraction to draw us back again. And we can never allow such distractions to happen anymore. Don't be used as a tool to distract your government. Don't be used as a tool to frustrate the efforts of our government. This is very important. Having said that, I also want to use this opportunity to encourage our people to continue to support our government, our EKID, and all the commanders in the Biafran Defense Forces. They are very much prepared for the task ahead. They know what it involves. They have also given out their lives to make sure that our land is protected and to make sure that we get our desired freedom. They are waiting for you. They are waiting for me. What should we do? We have to fund the Biafran Defense Forces. We have to support our government. Very, very important. For those who cannot support literally with their income or their wages, there is an opportunity for special IOU loan where you can as well get paid for your loan to the government of Biafra. This is so important because we are tired. We are very much tired all around the world, wherever we are, because what we are getting is persecutions. What we are getting is intimidation. What we are getting is harassment. And there is nothing we can do about it. We have to endure all these pains because we know where we are coming from. Yes, a lot of our Biafran brothers and sisters are in various precarious situations that they don't have any other option than to, assimilate or than to endure the humiliations, the sufferings that we are undergoing in various countries all around the world, for the singular reason that we know where we are coming from. And even where we are coming from, they also want us dead. They are also intimidating us. They are also killing our people. So that is why what we are undergoing all around the world, there is no remedy to it. The only remedy will be the restoration of United States of Biafra. And that is the process that we are now. But everybody's hands must be on deck. Support our government to make sure that it comes to a full reality. So thank you so much. As I'm close to where I'm going, I yield my mic.
Thank you very much, Mazi David, for your wonderful submission. God bless you. Reja Fury, please, are you there? You have the mic.
Okay,
Guys,
thank you very much. I
um,
I I never knew that I was even kicked out already. So I don't know when I stopped. When did you stop hearing me?
I don't even remember again. You can just start afresh, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Professor Mazake, please be there. I need to take some rest, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Once again, I greet the house. I greet all our mothers, all our women. I greet all our leaders from Dimo Demigojuku to Philip Effiong up to Rafa Wazirike, Mazimna Dikano, and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, and to the Acting Prime Minister. I greet all the leaders in different departments, especially the military department, the Chief of Defense Staff, Igwe Butuzo, Triple Star General, and to all the general commanders and every personnel of the Biafra Defense Forces. Greetings to the Biafra Navy, Resistance Fighters, Air Force, Biafra Liberation Army, and every armed group that is defending the children, the babies, the old fathers and mothers, the youth of Biafra, and at large the entire land of the 40 states of the United States of Biafra. Special greetings to you all. I want to say a very big thank you to all the media people, especially the Honorable Minister of Information, Sonia Barawa, Honorable, and to University, the host, the co-host, my blood, Helen Peters, and to every honorable member that is here present on this place. Greetings to you, David Unana, for your thoughts. Professor Mazdake, Sotivile, my dear brother Afam, Biafra Free Energy Tech, Shimon, Frank, and every other person that is here present. I can mention all the whole names. Our mother Kiruka, I cite you. Meka Ragu, I cite you. Thank you for all that you do for motherland. And I also want to say a very big thank you to the Deputy Minister of Information, Pastor Van Van Van, as well as 555 Vision, and to our mother, Ada Betty Ford. Thank you very much for the sleepless nights. Thank you for standing tall in this very critical time. And to every media person that is making sure that the message of the freedom of Biafra goes far and near. Thank you very much. Guys, please don't forget, our brother David Nana just opened a YouTube channel. If you are here to subscribe, please kindly locate him and subscribe immediately. You understand? It's for the...
Yeah, Rich, sorry to interject you. Can you just move a little bit out from that place where you are? Because the noise coming out from your speaker, from your background is too much. Just try and move a little bit away from that place. Thank you.
Okay, is the noise still coming out like this? Is the noise still coming?
Yeah. Just move a little bit. Just move a little bit out from that place more. Just shift a little bit to be better. Yeah.
Okay, all right. What about now? Is it okay like this?
Yeah, you can go ahead. It's more better like this. So go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, there's somebody that is doing whether na carpentry work or whether he's doing his door, I don't even know. The man has been knocking since so it's what causing this noise now. But it's far away though. Okay.